Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are paying a much overdue return to generally just sort of like one of my I don't really want to say them like my all-time favorite because I don't want to be lying, but Havok have, ever since like I first discovered them, it really sort of like dawned on me just how much they sort of like embrace the idea that they are going to go out there and they are going to leave not so much like a giant footmark in the history of metal, but they're going to leave a very different sort of footmark. And for a group that's been going since 2007, it's really interesting just to see that, well, they went as far as they did. And I think that means that if I was to really go through the entirety of Havok's sort of like catalogue, considering there's like all sorts of modern great metal groups as well that I just want to take a look at, stuff like Fear Factory, Havok, Lich King, and Code Orange, because there's a lot of those sort of groups I want to take a look into, and I can't wait to I think the best thing to do is just to get started. Now, we're going to be doing Requiem and The Root of All Evil just because they're both kind of, Requiem is only 90 seconds short, 95 seconds I should say, so we should just get started. And if you've never heard of Havok before clicking this video, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat, I reckon. I've got high hopes for this. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Requiem in 3, 2, 1, and... It's just got like a sliver of Kirk Hammett to start off with. That's a... And of course they have to put an ad on this. But I'm slightly concerned now exactly what is going to be happening next, so let's see exactly how they follow this up. So, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, The Root of All Evil in 3, 2, 1, and... That didn't take long at all, that did it?
feel, no believer's paradise. Now you can see inside your dream. Greed is gone. It's a permanent reality. Lie to the people. Those who speak see no evil. Loss of power is not an option. Surrender your fears to us. Justice to reign. Everything to lose but nothing to gain. It's ultimate supremacy. Control is maintained. Living, torture, killing, running. I have seen the abuse. Living, torture, killing, running. Rotten. Rotten. Time to act as I hear the screams. I've lost touch with reality. Killing is my specialty. Dug in hollow, I feel no sorrow for the victims of my blade. I feel nothing as I pierce the brains. Lie to the people. Those who speak see no evil. Loss of power is not an option. Surrender your fears to us. Nothing to reign. Everything to lose but nothing to gain. It's ultimate supremacy. Control is maintained. Living, torture, killing, running. I have seen the abuse. Living, torture, killing, running. Rotting. Rotting.
I feel like I need to go see like a therapist or something to do something about my neck after that. That, ladies and gentlemen, was The Root of All Evil from Havok, and it's amazing that a song that is nearly 6 minutes in length, that is as fast and as aggressive as that, can have you ever noticed that, ladies and gentlemen, that it's more difficult than you think to have a song that's nearly 6 minutes and it's fast, and it is so fast and so powerful that you're sort of like going, are these guys like, are they okay? Like, are they doing this like on acid or something like that? How are they keeping up with this? Anytime you would hear Sanchez doing his solo, you're sort of realizing that maybe that's just the excuse for everyone to have like very short little puffs of air before they get back on track, because some solos they go into this go so fast, it's like the equivalent of having a seizure. It'll probably leave you going colorblind, which I suppose possibly inspired this the album artwork for Burn. It's I like the cover on it, in all honesty. It's different. That's what I'd say, it's different. I also love the fact that they didn't really start to sing like about until like 2 minutes into it, because I think what I've discovered now with Havok is that it's not so much about the lyrics, because some lyrics in Havok's works, like the root of all evil, for example. And I'll give you an example right now. Time to act as I hear their screams. I've lost touch with reality. Killing is my speciality. Dark and hollow, I feel no sorrow. I feel the victims at my blade. I feel nothing as I pierce their brains. I've heard plenty of metal songs about maniacal serial killers who can't tell the difference between right and wrong anymore. You also hear this supposed commentary about society, about people brainwashing us using goodness knows what, money perhaps, as the root of all evil. I mean, is there like any mention of money? I mean, whipping, torture, killing, rotting. I have seen the abuse. Whipping, torture, killing, rotten. Okay, well, maybe that is what it's supposed to be about, you know, money, I suppose. Like, the people in charge, the ones that have the money, can afford to do stuff like that. But anyway, back on track is that you can get that sort of stuff in a lot of Metallica's older works. You can get that sort of thing in modern Megadeth. But what sets Havok apart is that they play so fast and they play so hard that I think is this categorized as speed metal, because it certainly sounds like speed metal, I suppose. Let me just see straight up whether or not. No, it's just called American, thrash metal. So that I know fine well that pretty much says everything. But to be honest, certainly makes you wonder exactly what constitutes speed metal if Havok is not a part of this. But I still think it's a glorious thing when you think about it. It's like a proper 21st century thrash metal group. And don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, there's plenty of stuff out there. Whether you want to call them like new metal, like Slipknot, or you want to call them whatever the hell Code Orange is. Bring Me the Horizon, I heard, is pretty good, and I've never listened to them. So maybe that could be something else to look forward to. But to be honest, Havok, I can't get enough of them. It's just, it's like taking lessons from Overkill. You play fast, and people might think you're interesting, I suppose. I find Havok very interesting, and how they can switch things up, because obviously if they just play fast and incoherent for years, then people would get it. That's important, knowing when to switch things up and knowing when to keep things old school. And Havok, I can't wait to just find out exactly what's next in store, as you probably would expect. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction video. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of The Root of All Evil by Havok. And I cannot wait to see you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.